All right, good morning, traders. Hope everyone's having a good morning. It is Friday, coming down to the final trading day of the week. At least for me, it definitely is the saddest day of the week. I love trading way more than the weekends. It's all right. So you guys see, we have another gapper. Finally, this market's finally. I can officially say it's heating up. Hopefully, I don't jinx anything, but I can finally say this market has heated up. So PTSV here, crazy move. You guys can see the chart here. $4 all the way to 9.44. Just insane move. So what do we have here on PTSV? Excuse me, PSTV. PSTV. So what do we have here in PSTV? We have a recent reverse split, and we have a float under 1 million. So we have a very, very micro float. I talked about this yesterday. Anything under 3 million is low. Anything under 1 million is a micro float. It doesn't get much lower than this. 379k float there, extremely low. You can see we already entered float rotation here on PSTV. Check out the daily chart. You can see not really known for not known for being a former runner, but you could see the volume bars. We've never done volume like this before. You could see here I was looking through, the highest day I could find was like 100k. So this is the highest volume day we've ever had on PSTV in at least the recent history of the stock. So we do want to keep it on watch today. We do want to keep this on watch today. As far as the short side, personally I'm going to be avoiding. This is too many red flags for me on the short side. Yes, we do have some warrants. Tom K was posting in chat, around 750. So we may see him try to hold that warrant level and possibly start to unload some, this morning. So something that people aware of that. Yes, this could see some dilution here, and this thing could definitely, dump on down. But we just got to react to the price action and volume. Price action and volume is king, guys. That trumps everything for me. I'm sure a lot of traders agree with me that it's one of the most important things. In trading is recognizing price action and volume. Very key. So what I like to see on PSTV, personally I like to see a washout to this to our EMA lines here. The 72 and 89 EMA. Love using these EMA lines. So ideally a washout, hold the 650 level, consolidate, accumulate a bunch of shorts, then look for a push back on up. You could look to enter around these EMA lines on a washout, tight stop, or you can wait for a reclaim of the 750 line. You can see right now the 750 line is that support. You can see held here on a dip, held here on a dip. So you guys could see that 750 line is that current support line. Below that, we'll map out the 650 mark. So if we do crack support here, I'd like to see it hold the 650 line. You could look to start getting some long here, or you can wait for confirmation on a reclaim and push. Make sure volume is strong. This is a $7-8 stock, so the volume bars don't have to be as high as something like SINT. So even if this thing pushes like 150k, 200k bars, that's still a good enough volume for an $8 stock, and it's a sub 1 million. So don't expect to see 1 million bars on an $8 stock like this. So that's kind of the game plan for PSTV. Other than that, I'm watching SINT. I like it. Today I'm only watching 2 plays. It's awesome. Yesterday I was watching like 6 plays, and it was just too. Yesterday was just too crazy for me. I like these days where everyone's watching 1 play or 2 plays, and we could go from there. When we start getting like 4 or 5 runners every day, it's just a little too much for me. I'm not a good multitasker, so for me, less is better. And I think a lot of traders would agree with me that it's better to watch less names unless you're a really great multitasker and you can watch 10 names. It's good for you. I wish. All right, so SINT, you can see here, went on a nice move yesterday, and then at the end of the day, we started getting that late day fade. Just have been fading since. You can see we probably have a bunch of stuck longs, bunch of longs yesterday. Probably thinking this is gonna be the next RKDA. It's gonna run the $8, so you have a bunch of longs bag holding, hoping to get out on pops. So this is the setup we like to see here. It's a little lower than I like. You see in the daily chart, really not much meat here on the daily. But I could definitely see it. If we get a nice pop, we could probably crack this $2 and see, maybe 180s, 170s. So I like to short this into pop, so I have 3 levels mapped out: 250, 275, 3. Not sure if it's gonna get there. If it doesn't, perfectly fine. But we'll be watching it if we get to these 3 levels. Look to get in 250, probably risk 275. I'll take a paper cut. If it breaks that level, and then if it comes back up to 3 and it still looks a little weak in my eyes, the price action volume still looking weak, I'll try it again at 3. So those are my 2 watches this morning. Do you know the short percentage in PSTV? Here it says 1%, but I don't agree with that. I saw someone else say 50%, which would be great. Let's check another source. Let's go to Finviz. Finviz, I like looking up to see the short float percentage. Also, Dennis probably not gonna be hopping on with me today. He'll probably be hopping back on Monday. You guys don't know who Dennis is. He's been a trader with Velocity. He's been here for over a year. Good friend of mine. I've known him for over a year. Great guy. He's also a beginner intermediate trader. I know a lot of you guys are fall into that category. So he's gonna hop on the streams with me, and he's gonna address a lot of the questions I'm sure a lot of newbie traders had. I know we received a lot of good feedback from yesterday's stream. You guys love Dennis. I got some DMs after saying keep Dennis on. I really like him. So he'll definitely be hopping on in the future with me on the stream. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, I'm seeing on Finviz here 52% short float, which is huge. Very, very large percent of the short is float here on PSTV, and that's why we saw this big squeeze this morning. A lot of shorts, looking to get out the doors and cover. So it's a huge amount, very big. Anything over 30% short float is huge. Alright, so right now, have some time. We have about 13 minutes. If you guys have some questions, some tickers, I could look those over for you guys. Oh, and also, guys, just a heads up. Unfortunately, next week I am gonna be going on vacation, so there'll be no streams from Tuesday to Friday. I apologize. I do go on like 1 or 2 vacations a year. Not much. I'm not like Alex. I'm not traveling, all year round. I'm not huge on traveling, but I do like stepping away for a little. Not really, but I'm gonna be going on vacation from Tuesday, and I'll be getting back Saturday or Sunday. So the following week, Monday, we'll resume. But Monday I will be here. I'll just make the announcement again on Monday that Tuesday to Friday, unfortunately, there'll be no live streams. Hate missing days, guys. I really do. I really do. Yeah, I could look up Arcadia. I said to myself I wasn't gonna watch it today, but yeah, I can definitely look it up. So yeah, you can see, it's been holding these gains, from the lows. Very manipulated. Let me give a better look on the pre-market chart here. Just a lot of gains being played there in Arcadia. It's just getting very unpredictable of what it's going to do now. I would have thought yesterday, when I had those earnings, that would be the day where, it rips up 10 plus, but nope. Yesterday was just a sideways consolidation day. Holding at $8 mark. Let me look at the levels on the chart. I mean, to be honest, I would say until it cracks like that $5 mark, you still gotta play it as it's on the front side. So until it cracks $5, at least for me, it's still front side. So it could still do whatever it wants, man. That thing has a mind of its own, Arcadia. So I mean, as far as I don't know if you're asking about the short side or long side. As far as short side, I wouldn't even bother with it until you get that that big crack below 5. It still has a lot of room to the downside, even if it cracks 5. As far as the long side, it's probably gonna you probably want to see like a reclaim 9 for a possible push to 10. We tried playing it yesterday and it was just very up and down. A lot of games. So if it breaks this $9, gets over these highs, you could definitely see a squeeze up to 10. What's going on, Dennis? Yeah, I don't know what happened to Alex. Maybe he's hungover. I really don't know. I messaged him, hey, come in out streaming today, and he did not get back to me. So anyone long PSTV or short? I tried to get some long $6, but no fills. Very strong stock. We just had steady bidders bidding it up, and couldn't get any fills. I tried for a few minutes here, and then once it broke over like 7, I was like, I canceled it. But right around this range here, I was trying to get long. Yeah, maybe he's not feeling well. Not sure. I'll let you guys know. Yeah. I'm sure everything's alright. I'm pretty sure he would tell me if something, really bad happened. So I'm sure he's alright. Anyone know the borrow situation? I know Center Point it was weird. It had easy. No, I wouldn't say it's weird. I guess in recent history it's not weird. It was easy to borrow for like I think like 20 or 30 minutes. I didn't borrow any, and then it just disappeared. It was gone. No borrows left. So that's a good sign. For a long, if we had easy to borrow shares. A lot of shorts. Have shares to short. That's for Center Point. I know I saw someone say I think Trade Zero didn't have any. So it's always good to check the borrow situation going on. You always want to know, is this easy to borrow? Is it hard to borrow? Always got to play that into your analysis on these plays. Some of the biggest spikes in in the history of the small caps, were easy to borrow. BPTH was easy to borrow. ABIO is easy to borrow. Those are just some, I can think off the top of my head, but easy to borrow definitely plays a big factor. Because if we have no shorts, shorting PSTV, it's going to be hard for it to squeeze on up. Oh, apologies, guys. I didn't even notice that. I'm sorry. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I'll keep this up. Pretty much the only play. If we get another runner, I'll put another level 2 up, but this will be all eyes here on PSTV. Joppert. Right now we have 2 support levels. Right now the main support, I'll map it up, will be 750. So 750 will be the main support line on PSTV. Below that, I'm gonna put it in probably this weekend. I don't have the EMA lines here. I love using these 1 minute EMA lines. This is gonna be around like 690, 720, but I like using half and whole dollar numbers as support lines as well. So every 25 cents, will be a support resistance mark. So I'd say if we crack 750, we could definitely have room to fall to like in the 650 mark. See, we bounced here at 650. Sometimes we will come a little bit below the EMA line, so 650. So could areas to get long could be, you know, 670s, 690s. If we crack 750, if you want to be aggressive, you're like, oh, I think PSTV is gonna hold these warrants at 750. Could look for some, low $8, maybe upper $7, risking 750. If it dumps, take a small paper cut. You could always try again on a bounce here or for a reclaim. Those are you want to do, guys. You want to buy into weakness and sell into support. Same thing with shorting. You want to short into strength and cover into weakness. Those are two basic rules of trading. You don't want to buy at random areas. You don't want to buy at like $9. You want to buy near your risk levels. So put out limit orders. Wait for it to come back on down, and go from there. You want to have a solid risk reward on every trade. Nick, what I'm checking out, like I said, I'm not an expert in that field of the fundamental side. We do have some traders in chat who are much better than that than I am. But I'll go to the 10Qs, check out, type in, at the market, type out warrants. I'll look for tables and see, what levels, have some warrants. Also go to look at some recent 424B5s. Is there a shelf offering in S3? Make sure they're all effective. So those are some of the things you want to look through on the fundamental side of things. Yeah, James, it did mention that, it's Friday, sometimes Friday, we do see a lot of, dumping. Usually, statistically, Friday's a tougher day for long side. So less traders in the market. People take off Fridays for the weekend. Sometimes we see a lack of volume. Yep, there's insider ownership. So yeah, it's definitely possible this thing could just dump at open. We saw that on AKTX. It was a great pre-market long. Then it started to top out. The price action got heavy, got weak. Volume looked weak, and then it cracked at the open. It didn't reclaim, I think, till like later in the day on AKTX. So it's definitely possible. That's all we got to react. And we got to react to what we see here on PSTV. We got to see the price actions looking. We got to see the volumes looking. And then we go from there. If, volume and price action looking weak, I'll avoid. I'll let it go. Perfectly fine with that. And mostly all these companies are crap, guys. These are penny stocks. Some of the worst companies out there. So, you can't really be shocked if this thing just absolutely dumps. So we just gotta react to what we see here. And some, that's why some fundamental traders get crushed too. They just go off the fundamentals. That's not enough. Not enough conviction. Just, at least for me, just to go off fundamentals. You have to. I know I said it 100 times this morning, but you have to pay close attention to price action and volume. You get crushed if you just go off. Like they have a big shelf offering. All right, so we got about 1 minute till market opens. Alright, so we're right at the gates watching PSTV and SINT. We're watching SINT for pops to possibly short into. And the levels are pretty far away on SINT, so it's probably a good chance I will be not touching that one unless it gets to those levels. Alright, we are open here. So PSTV with this morning push here. Volume a little weak on this push right here. We may see a pullback. So you see a little weak the volume, right out of the open. On this push here, we may see a pullback. I'm not going to be shorting it, but definitely expecting some sort of pullback off that weak volume push. So back at 9. We did a lot of volume there on that. Did much better volume there on that reclaim there on PSTV. See there, now we did that 200k bar that I want to see. Like I said, the volume requirements will be much lower for a $8-9 stock, but that initial push was pretty weak. You guys saw we tapped 9 and came right back down to 820. But then we saw a lot of buying volume come back in. So right now, only 1 minute into the open. I don't like buying right out of the gates. I like to see some chart form and get a clearer picture on what I'm seeing right now. So next level of support, like we said, will be at 750 mark. So 750 is going to be that next area of support. If you guys study all the recent runners we have been seeing in the market, usually we'll do this. We'll have a morning push, dump, come back on down, test the first support, then push, fail, a retest, come down lower, and then push. That's what we have been seeing. I'm not saying that will happen here. No one really knows what will happen. We have to react, but just throwing it out there, that's what we've been seeing on some of these recent runners. It's definitely possible we could get a 750 bounce. I may look for even a 780, 770 bounce. So if a tight wrist, take a paper cut, then I could always try again if it comes back on up. But this is a no-buy zone for me. If it goes to $10, good for PSTV. I'm going to be disciplined. Not going to give in the FOMO. IZEA is another trash stock, guys. This is a no long play on IZEA. Always gives back its gains. Always. It's in that same category as like GVO. Maybe not that bad, but it's definitely a no trader for me in the long side. So let's see, is this thing just going to push on PSTV? Let's see, coming up to 10, 980, 990 is the high day now. Make sure, guys, I'm just, I don't want anyone, following my trades, be your own trader. I say this over and over again. Just here to commentate and educate some of you guys on what I'm seeing. If you guys want to attack here at the $9, go for it. It's totally up to you. But I told you guys what I think would be the best option in my opinion. At least the safest option, We can't really go too much off the daily chart. Like I said, it's just a very low liquidity stock. Maybe you can see some $15 resistance. Just mental. I'm not, maybe mental resistance. But as far as like overhead bag holders, you're not gonna have any. Like look how there's days gone by where this thing did 0 volume. So this is like a mental resistance. $15. But as far as like overhead bag holders, you're not gonna have much. Maybe some institutional ownerships. Maybe you have some big players maybe stuck up here, but As far as like bags holders, you're not gonna have any. So you guys could see, volume's very good here for a $9 stock. So let's see how it looks on dips. See how it looks on dips. You also know 750 is at warrant level too. That's also going to you have to consider that, it's another area that will also act as support. KTOV, low volume. Dennis, first level that I'm looking for a possible bounce would be like 780s, 790s. If you want to be a little bit more aggressive, you could look for low eights. Below that, like I said, we have room to fall to like 650. Yeah, right around that range. That'll be the first level of support. Like low eights, upper sevens, risking at 750 level. Or like I said, you could look for a reclaim. There's nothing wrong with looking for a reclaim. That's a more safer option. Sometimes may not get a bounce here, and let's keep going down. But if you wait for the reclaim, it's always a safer option. Yeah, you're buying a little higher, but the odds are more in your favor. After it's reclaimed a key level. SINT, small pop. SINT popping a little. Right now it's holding VWAP so far this morning. See VWAP's holding a support. Yeah, I want to see SINT a little higher. I don't want to start in this early. I'd rather pick one paper cut than two paper cuts, I don't want to get into a game where I'm just adding. I have a pretty good account size, but I'm not on some these other guys' account size levels. If I had like 8-figure, 7-figure big account, then yeah, maybe I could keep adding all the way up, but I'm not at that level yet. That's how a lot of these guys do it. They just keep adding up. They have those big accounts, and they're perfectly fine being down $1 per share. For me, I'm not. Everyone's their own trader. FCEL running. Put on another level 2 for you guys. What would you guys want to watch? Put on FCEL. KTOV going for this $1 break. So no wash yet, no washout yet on PSTV. It's holding view up. No washout yet. Going for 10. There it is. Breaking over 10. So didn't get that washout we wanted, but it's over 10. So congrats to any longs who got in. Anyone in on PSTV? Let me know. $0.16. Not bad. There's nothing wrong with being, a little bit more aggressive. I'm a pretty conservative trader. I like to wait for my levels and, develop, discipline where I'm fine if it goes without me. Like I said yesterday on the stream, I got burned so many times chasing that, I'm used to missing out some plays if it doesn't come to my levels. But, if you guys want to be more aggressive, yeah, definitely could look for some plays here. You see higher lows being formed, holding view up. You could have got in, just risking that view up level, seeing it's been holding it very nicely all morning. Even risking, that 850 level, below this lower candle here. So there's definitely some areas, and you could have got in up here, but, I was just telling you my areas that I would have liked to have seen on PSTV. I'm having a solid week too. Why have one stupid trade given the FOMO and get back my gains? So I'm gonna be disciplined. I don't want to give back my weekly gains. It's been a solid week for me. Had that home run day on Monday. Since Monday, it's been a little up and down, but that big winner Monday is holding me over for the week pretty nicely. What is this? DEST? Going for $1. Seeing some $1. Seeing some cheap guys run. So right now, just watching SINT, watching for a bigger pop here. PSTV, kind of would have liked it to not have broken $10 just yet, but it did. But we'll see how it looks, on these dips. So anyone new watching the stream today, we do have a Discord chat. Link will be down below in the description, or the Nightbot. Post a link right there. We have a great community of traders, and we have over 1,000 traders. Definitely check out our Discord chat. I know I sound repetitive, but I just always like to say this for any new traders. Just so you guys know that we do have that chat room. Also, Alex does do options. For whatever reason, he did take the day up. I'm not sure why. He hasn't gotten back to me. Hopefully he's alright. But he also has a options channel. So definitely go sub to our other channel. The Nightbot will also be posting links to that options channel. Definitely go check him out. Dennis needs a crack. We'll see. We'll see. So, just watching. RKDA below 9. So some of our lines moved up. EMA lines are now, around 820, and the bottom one's right around like 790. So EMA lines are slowly moving up. I'm also gonna map $8. So $8, $7.50, and won't be watching this one. This was like if we got like a washout at open. So remove that line. These are our two lines right here. You guys can see, I like how we're seeing, lower, red volume bars. We're not seeing aggressive selling, shorting. It's a good sign. Dennis BGG is out on your watch. Nice. Nice little flag breakout there. See that nice little bull flag pattern being formed there, squeezing above 5. Nice looking play there. So we tapped like 850 and now back over 9. Bobski, thanks, man. No trades yet, but it's been a solid week for me. Definitely a nice made a nice amount of cash this week. Always good. So we got a big flush there on KTOV. KTOV flushing out. DST breaking above $1. Throw it on the bottom level 2 there for you guys. Anyone looking for longs here on PSTV, let me know. Could definitely push here. Definitely could have been that dip right there at 850, and now we're gonna start to hold 9 and push. So right now it'd be like, like a 910, 920. You have to give it some room. Kind of have to give it to like, you could give it to like, below 870. So it would be a little bit bigger of a risk there. If you have that big of a risk, you gotta, the rewards gotta be worth it. That's why I like buying my levels that I that I originally want. But like I said, nothing wrong with taking, a few paper cuts, as long as it's a tight risk. As long as it's a tight risk, you'll survive a few paper cuts. You won't survive, I don't know, a gunshot wound. So, nothing wrong with taking a few stabs at it with tight risk. So there it goes. So SINT came up to 240 and now it's coming on down. Very close to that 250 level. See how it works? Just mapping out simple resistance lines. It's not rocket science. It's really not super complex. Just mapping out your support and resistance lines. It's so it's so crucial. You don't have to overcomplicate trading. A lot of it is just going off simple support and resistance lines. As you can see on SINT, I mapped up 250, came up to 240, right to that line, and now it just dumped back down to like 215. So just mapping out simple lines. You don't want to overcomplicate your trading. Right now we're just slowly walking above view up. Didn't come as down as much. It didn't come down as much as I wanted to, but still kind of held these EMA lines. Now it's walking above view up. So we'll see how it reacts. TST to a liquid for me. A lot of selling volume above $1. Just not a a stock I'd look for a day trade on. Need more volume, more liquidity. Nothing wrong with looking for a quick scalp on it, but not something I'm too interested in. See here is PSTV starting to curl now. 970s. So there it goes, 980s. Congrats, anyone got in there on PSTV. So $10 touch. There's some new highs there in PSTV. Great job, everyone. If you guys got in there in PSTV, like I said, was being disciplined. Waiting for my levels. It's gonna happen in trading. You're not gonna catch every single play. Even if you catch one play a week, it's still completely fine. Oh, we halted here. PSTV halted. Wow. We just got halted there on PSTV. You guys looking pretty good on the long side if you guys are in right now. Definitely expecting some sort of gap up. So it's definitely a solid play there. Just this is where we like to get in here. On the short trap, just didn't come down enough. Kind of the story of the day the past 2 days for me, guys. Just missed my entries by a few cents, and it's tough. This morning too, trying to get on the $6 dip, didn't get it. Had orders out here, 810, 820s. Just missed it by like 20 cents. It sucks, but like I said, staying disciplined. And you don't have to catch every single play this week. Monday, if you guys go watch the live stream, I made $5,000 live. That carries me over for the week. So you don't have to catch every play. Just a few good hits during the week. You trade like a sniper, and it'll be good. I definitely could have been more aggressive today, but just not how I wanted to trade this thing. Didn't want to get overly aggressive on it. But, for those who were aggressive on it, definitely paid off. Tom, thank you. Warrior Trading and PSTV. So this thing could definitely see a nice gap up. You see bids are at $11. We could definitely see a gap, close to 11 or even upwards of 11. So we got halted at 9:57. So we could see either a 5-minute or 10-minute halt. So right around 10:02, we may see a open, or at 10:07. Hope you guys understood why we were looking for longs on PSTV. Rather than looking for shorts. Always want you guys to understand. When we're looking for shorts, when we're looking for longs, and what certain criteria we see that dictates a good long. Went over this yesterday. It's unfortunate. I didn't get in, but I'm still happy for those who got in, and I'm happy. My analysis was right. That this was a good long today rather than short. And definitely could have went the other way, but we saw reasonings why this was a good long. You guys see 300K bar, 200K bar on an $8 stock. It's very high volume. Each dip met with buying volume. See red volume bars relatively low. Hammer candles being formed on dips. All bullish signs here. Like I said, would have loved to load it up here. $8 upper sevens. Usually we see the short trap come a little lower, but we didn't. That's fine. It took on off. So very happy for you guys who got in, and I hope you guys understood why look for a why we thought this was a good long today. Look at this, 1170 highs. Wow, it's a huge gap there on PSTV. Huge gap up. There you go. Say longs are definitely back in control of this market, so definitely good to see for you long traders. Definitely a safe market to go out and attack. Shorts were in control for a good month or two. We saw plays getting just annihilated in pre-market. Ever since RKDA, the sentiment has changed, and plays this play usually probably be a fader a month or two ago, but now it's turning into some good longs. So definitely in a bull market right now for the small cap market. Come to, are you in right now? Yeah, I hope you killed it if you're in. I wish I was in with you guys. I really do, but just gotta stay disciplined. Didn't come to my levels, no trade. You know. So it's 10:05 right now. It's definitely been a great Friday. Good to see a runner on a Friday. We do like to wrap things up early on Fridays. We usually give the streams 10:30s on Fridays. Not looking like I'll be getting into any trades, just yet. Not really seeing anything worth pulling the trigger on. Uh, you guys know PSTV. These aren't buying levels here at all. Come to, you made $2. Sick job, man. Sick job. Yeah, that $9 mark was a great buy right there. $9. After we came down below view up, reclaimed 9 when it was like walking on view up. I was thinking about pulling the trigger, but I didn't. And hey, nice rip to 11. Sick. PHUN, another trash stock there. This is another no long stock. See the chart is so beat here you can't even see it. Looks like we're going for 12. See how high this thing could go on this play here. Yeah, back to supernova season. It's awesome. I know I didn't have a great day yesterday or today, but still a great week for me. I think I'm ending the week up about $5,500. So to me, it's a sick week for me. I love this market we're in right now. Come to 2K shares, sick job. What is that, about 4K? Yeah, with this float, 300K, this thing definitely has 15, even higher plus potential. This could definitely see 15, heck, even $20 today, with this float. Anyone holding out? Are we halted again? I think we just got halted again there on PSTV. Oh, look like a fake out halt maybe here. Looks like we were halted there for a second. This unbelievable move from $4 to, almost $13 today. This is like life changing move right here. If anyone got in like $4 or $5 and still holding somehow, that's some real game changing money right there. Especially if you have a few K shares there. Especially for someone with a small account. If you have a small account here. So let's see. I think we are halted here. I hope that's a volatility halt. I hope that is. So it's kind of a weird looking halt there. Let's check it out. Going the NASDAQ halted. Let's see. That probably was a volatility halt. Just looked a little weird, so I just want to check it. You guys want to look up like the halt and the reasons why? Come here. So let's see. Right now it's 1010 LUDP. It's a volatility halt. So you guys are good there. So you see LUDP, that's fine. If you see this, that's nightmare right there. If you see this, you guys are screwed. So you never want to see a T12 halt. You never want to see that those three letters and words right there are every trader's nightmare. Yep. Yeah, I just checked this, making sure. Nice nail there in SINT. You wanted 240, you wanted 250, came to 240, back at 206. Nice nail for anyone there on the short side. This is another play on the watch list this morning. Both plays, working out nicely off the game plan. What time did this get halted here? 10:09. All right. So you guys want to play? You guys want to play the Hulk game? So we gotta do this quickly because this may unhalt in like 2 minutes. So you guys know how the Hulk game works. Wherever it unhalts, you guys got to guess a price, and whoever guesses close to the unhalted price, will win the prize. So you guys get your guesses going quickly because this thing may unhalt in like the next minute or 2 minutes. So take your guesses. Only accept one guess. So you guys got to guess. Where do you think this will unhalt? The unhalt price. So start firing away soon, guys. This may unhalt very soon. So make sure you get your guesses going. Game Boy, you think it's going to be the last price? Definitely a smart guess there. I'm only seeing a few guesses. Hurry up, guys, before this thing unhalts. I want to get everyone involved in this game. This thing may unhalt in like 1 minute. So you guys got 1 minute left. Take your guesses. I'm gonna guess 1360. 1360 is my guess. So let's see. Whoever wins, just DM me after, and probably give you like a free T-shirt or something. Give away a free Velocity Trading T-shirt. This may be a 10-minute halt, so it may give you guys more time to guess. Not sure. Let's see. All right, Nick. 13. I'll give you 1320. All right, I'll give you 1320 there. And we are open. Let's see. Where did we unhalt at? So let me check what time, where this candle open up at. So this candle opened up at $13. $13, the winner. Oh, Nick, that stinks, man. You have 13. Oh, wait, I think Come 2 may have won. Yeah, Come 2 looks like you're the winner, man. Guess 13, yeah. You guys can see here, E-Trade, the opening on this candle was $13. So Come 2, congrats to you, man. Like you won. But Come 2 if you want. Let's send you over a free T-shirt or something if you want, or a hoodie, or whatever you want. A hat, Velocity Trading hat. So I'll just DM you after the stream. You can talk it over. Yeah. A sick recovery there, too. It looked like it was going to get halted, too, on the downside for a second there. Back up to 14. Man, so I missed this entire play on PSTV. But just sick job, for everyone who, for those who caught it. So, what do we know? History shows first two halts statistically have gap ups, but the third halt, we usually see a lot of dumping. So, those of you who watch the stream, and even in the past, we always gone over this. First two halts usually see gap ups, but that third halt usually does kill some of the momentum there. Man, so we'll see. Anyone other than Come To, bank today on PSTV? Or did we all miss the run on PSTV? Did we all miss it today? Just a lot of volume still moving in here. We're still doing 200k bars. Now for stock over $10. 200k bars. Great volume. Great overall volume. Not something I was stepping from short. ND trade in at 9:32 over in Discord. Yeah, we'll see what does after this halt. This, like I said, we could definitely see a huge gap down after this halt. Would not be surprised. If I had to take a guess, I'd say could see this come down to like $12.50, even $13. But who really knows? It could gap up to 15. But I'm just going off what I've seen. History shows that a lot of times after the third halt, will be a big gap down. And no, really, yeah, yeah. Someone just messaged me. Should I get it now? I would say no. Really no reason to get it now. You're buying at the top. This is where you really blow up your accounts. Buying up here, $14-15. Areas to get in. Go over it. Pre-market on this dip here, right around $6. Could have got in here early pre-market. You could have gotten in here, $8 range, in this consolidation. Open on a washout. Nothing up here, nothing up here. After the dips, you could have got in here 8s. You are still being aggressive because you are risking off, this $8 mark. So you would have to have a wider stop, but you got to be okay with that. Or you could have got in on this reclaim of this view up line here, $9 on this curl up. These were great areas to get in. I think this is where you got income to. Very nice entry here on this curl up over 9 for a push over 10. So we'll see how much higher this could go. Definitely a crazy move. So it's got halted at 10.16, so it's been doing 5 minute unholds, so expect this thing to open up right around now. The next like 30 seconds or so, expect this to open on up. Do have bids and ask at $15, so maybe we will get this gap up. So let's see. Open. Looking a little slow right now. The tape looking a little weak. So there's this third halt. Wash. Back down to $13. We'll see if it can recover. Pretty jumpy right now. The spreads. You see kind of a little indecision right now between the buyers and the sellers. Kind of at like a standstill right now. So it definitely could go either way. Could go either way right now between buyers and sellers. So right now it's like 50-50 to the upside or downside. And there it is. There's that $15 touch. Just look how straight up this is. This is insane. This is absolutely insane right now. Not even, yeah, I was going to say, not even, wouldn't recommend it, but not even a bad idea to take a short up here right around this mark. I think the borrows are out, but definitely not a bad idea to look for a possible short up here with a tight risk over the highs. $14, $14.50s, risking that high. Could definitely see a pullback down to like $11-12, even lower. Yeah, definitely big money being made today. Big money. So we halted to the downside. Looks like it. Looks like we are halted to the downside there. So yeah, you guys can see, after the third halt, just a lot of selling. History shows, after that third halt, this momentum, dies out a lot. It come to, you called 15 and it dumped. That's sick. Anyone catch a short here? I didn't take any borrows, but nice little short there. It was, looked really toppy around that $15 mark. Looked really toppy. You go back and watch the tape, just a lot of like indecision there. Kind of look toppy. Just give me one moment, guys, and be right back. Just gonna grab a quick drink of water. All right, I'm back. For those of you who missed out, like me on PSTV, there's completely nothing wrong with that. You were disciplined. This market's just starting to heat up, and I'm sure next week's gonna be a very hot week. I won't be here next week, but I'm sure next week's gonna be really hot week for you guys. It's very hard to catch every single runner, but what's good is that you're recognizing what plays are good longs versus shorts. That always makes me happy. When I have to spot things and see, all right, I noticed a good long, I want to get long, and I let you guys know that. Every morning, I go over my pre-market game plan, and I tell you guys, look, PSTV, this could be a great long. If we see these things, go look to attack long. Went over that in pre-market. We saw exactly what happened. We just didn't get a big enough dip, at least for myself, so I missed it. But that's fine. I'm happy that I'm spotting these good longs out, and I'm seeing the criteria. I'm seeing the volume confirmation. I'm seeing the tape. Seeing these hammer candles, each dip being bought up. Seeing this low selling on pullbacks, showing there's a lot of big buyers pushing this on up. Those are all things I recognize, and I want to ingrain this into your guys' heads so you guys know this too. And you can see, they held that warrant price, that 750 price that Tom K posted out. Never cracked that warrant price. So hey, they could be selling them up here. We'll see. This is some pretty big selling now. Definitely make sure you guys, if you guys are long, you're holding from lower entries. Always good to have a stop in mind. Always good to have a stop in mind. Maybe if you're long, $9, you maybe put a stop below 12, or even like 11.50. So at least you walk away with at least $2-3 a share. Last thing you want to do is let a big winner turn into a loser, a break-even trade. That's what I would be doing. If I was in at 9.50 right now, I'd probably have a stop right below 12, or even 11.50. Totally depending on you. I'd probably have it right below 12 if I was in at 9 right now. Always know what you own, guys. This thing, probably be back at 4 in a few days. So, the odds is to run, to $50 plus. That's where you're kind of hoping. You're very low. Always play it smart. Play it safe. Don't get too greedy. You always gotta remember these are trash companies we're trading. A lot could happen between now and then. Who knows? Midday offering. You really don't know. So you don't want to get too greedy. Pinu, have a great weekend. Hope you enjoy your weekend. Right now it's 10:30. Probably give it like another 5-10 minutes or so, just so we'll watch up what this does. No trades for me, but overall a sick week. Ending up, I think $5,500 on the week for me. That's an awesome week for me. So great way. Great. This is the second week. Great. Yeah, if this is the second week, it's a great second week of August. Let me just look. Yeah, it's just kind of like second week and a half. We had that Thursday, Friday. So far August has been, at least this week. So far August has been, pretty hot. At least this week. Last week was a little slow. But things picked up this week. RKDA really heated up the market. Come to, hey man, I did. If you go back and look at the chat log, I said I was looking for dip buys, and when I was at 6, you guys go back and look in our Discord chat. I said, once I saw this, I was like, the guy's looking for dips to long when it was at $6. So I was giving out alerts at 6, but it's just one of those stocks. I just went without me. I tried to get in, just went without me. When I come back, I'm definitely gonna be looking to be more aggressive. So not next week, the following week. Hopefully things are still hot, and I'll look to be a little bit more aggressive. If this type of market that's gonna continue, nothing wrong with being aggressive in a market like this. Just I'm so used to that slow market that we're in. Once you start the transition, you're so used to being conservative. I generally am a conservative trader, but when things get hot, I do look to trade more and be more aggressive. But we're kind of transitioning to that slow market to that hot market, so you kind of got to adjust with it and look to get more aggressive. So definitely, every weekend, I review my performance for the week, see what I did right, see what I did wrong, and I'm already thinking of some things I did wrong. You want to look to be a lot more aggressive when the market's like this. Just kind of making that transitioning from being conservative in the slow market, maybe looking for one trade a day, to all right, now I see things are hot. Instead of maybe waiting for that perfect entry, maybe I could look to get in a little earlier because we are seeing stocks rip on up dollars. So, and being fine with that if I have to take a few paper cuts. We went over that. It's you could survive a few paper cuts, but not like a gunshot wound. I mean, as long as you're not buying like 10 plus, $11, $12 up here. I mean, if you're buying around here, like 920, risking this 870 mark, you could survive a loss like that. And then if it comes down to your wanted entry, then you could go from there. Meester, how'd you know, man? That's funny. You guys are pretty good with your guesses. Close. I'm not going to the Hamptons, but I'm going to be going to a place in Montauk. So I'm going to be heading over to Montauk in Long Island. I'm going to be staying there for about 6 nights. So definitely looking forward to that. Just sucks. I hate missing trading, especially now when the market's heating up. But no, fortunately, the stream will not be going on next week. We'll be on Monday, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, will be no stream for small caps. You guys could head over to options and watch Alex's live stream. He will be up next week. So I'll probably give the stream another 2 minutes. I'll be watching PSTV over lunch at the power hour. If I get any trades on it, I'll let you guys know. I probably won't, but hey, if it sets up and I like what I'm seeing, I may look for a play on it. Definitely not at these levels here. Maybe if this thing pulls back to like 10 or even $9 for a curl in the afternoon, that's something I may look for. So I'll let you guys know. So make sure you guys are in Discord chat, and I'll let you guys know if I enter any plays, after the stream. So I'll give you guys another minute for any last questions. I love answering questions, so you guys could ask anything. If you guys wondering how I knew PSTV would be a good possible long today. If you guys want to know why I didn't enter today, anything, you guys could just feel free to ask. I'll answer any questions you guys ask. As long as it's not like super personal or anything like that. You know what I mean? Hope you guys learned something today. I hope some of my knowledge rubbing off on you guys. I hope you guys are be able to spot some of these plays better. There's very similar features we see to all these runners. If you could analyze that and recognize that, I'm able to spot it very early. That's why I said I'm looking for dips on PSTV when it was at $6. Yeah, I didn't get in. Yeah, I didn't get in, but I was able to recognize pretty quickly that this had big potential on the long side. So I hope you guys are seeing, these and recognizing these things. Fundamentals are not the end-all be-all on a lot of these plays. If volume and price action are there, we'll run. And I think this is running on like bad earnings or something like that too. So, the news doesn't even really matter right now. It's all just momentum, low float, price action, volume. It's really what it is on this play here. Come to, thank you, appreciate that. I'm not BSing either. You guys could go back and look at the chat logs. I think I called it out like 8:30 or something like that. All right, so give it one more minute. At 1:41, I'll wrap it up. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys learned something, and I hope all of you have a great weekend. There definitely could be another play on it. We got to see how it sets up. Have to see how it sets up, into lunch, into power. And I could look for a trade on it. Depends how it sets up. The only thing I'm worried about, possible midday offering, late day offering. We haven't seen those, but it's very possible we could see it on PSTV. The chances are very low, but it's just something, something you have to just keep in the back of your mind. It's very possible we could see a some sort of offering midday on this. All right, it's 1:41. I'm gonna wrap it up. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, enjoy all your weekends. I'll be here Monday, but Tuesday to Friday, fortunately, I won't be here. So I'll be trying to hop in and around and chat, and definitely go watch Alex's stream, guys. Go show him some love. On his stream. He's doing the small account challenge. So hey, check out some options next week if you guys are looking for something to watch. The channel's gonna be posted right there, and the Nightbot right there. Nightbot posted a link to our other channel, so definitely go sub to that and give Alex a follow next week. After Monday. So that's gonna be it for me. Peace, everyone.